Yeah, I'm good.
Two. Good morning, everybody. Happy Australia Day. Welcome to the 2022 Ballina Shire Australia Day celebrations. My name is Sandra Jackson and I'll be your MC for today's official ceremony. And joining me as our very special guest and co-host is Australian netball legend Liz Ellis. Please put your hands together and welcome Liz back to celebrate Australia Day.
Thanks, Sandy. I've got to say, I thought I got rid of you last year when I broke your leg at ice skating. Actually, you broke your own leg, and that's why Sandy couldn't MC last year, and I stepped in, and I was like, oh, excellent. Anyway, Sandy is back and better, so I'm glad that you are better. I'm glad that you're able to wear your...
glad I'm better?
No, I am. I'm wrapped to... Oh, this is very exciting to be co-hosting with you.
It is very
exciting.
Good to see. And I really need to say thank you so much for filling in for me. At the very last moment, I broke it, I think, a few days out, so I was very distressed, and it couldn't have been a better replacement. So thank you so much. You did a wonderful job.
And I'm pleased to see you back and being able to wear your fancy high heels.
Well,
so
not really high, but we'll see how we go. I couldn't wear the height to make up the difference between us, but
no,
I don't think I could ever get heels that high.
You might need a little box, but let's not talk about that.
No, we won't. That's not a bad idea. I'd like to thank you all for coming along this morning to join us in Lennox Head and to help celebrate this wonderful day, Australia Day. And as we did last year, we are live streaming this event. So hello and welcome to everybody who's watching via our live stream. Great to have you along. Some housekeeping before we start. Because we are a COVID-safe event, we are unable to shake hands. I know that's a tough one, and I guess we're all a little bit used to it. Maybe we don't like the elbow, maybe we don't like the fist pump. That's what we have to do at the moment. It will be important for guests who are coming up onto the stage for the citizenship and awards ceremonies. The toilets are located out in our foyer area of the auditorium, and fire exits are well lit up. You'll see them around the doorways. Please make sure the walkways are clear so our new citizens and award nominees will have clear access to the stage. Now it's a great time too to turn your phone onto silent so we don't get embarrassed with any loud ringtones or music that are coming through. And to maintain social distancing at the conclusion of today's ceremony, we're asking everybody to exit via the side doors in the auditorium or via the main doors in the main foyer.
And if you want to smoke, don't. It's a
like
filthy habit. Go outside and turn right. All right, now, to commence official proceedings this year, it's time to raise the Australian and Aboriginal flags. And I'd like to invite Katie Rutledge to the stage to perform our national anthem as part of the flag raising ceremony. As part of our COVID safe plan, we are asking people not to sing, but feel free to hum. That's okay. Why do bees hum? Because they don't know the words, but we all know the words to the national anthem. So feel free to hum, but unfortunately we can't sing. So please be upstanding for the national anthem and the raising of the flags by Mayor Sharon Cadwallader and Sandy.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we
Thank you. I was supposed to say please put your hands together for Katie Rutledge, but you already did it. It was a beautiful performance and we're so fortunate, Katie, to have you here to sing for us, and we're going to hear from you again a little bit later.
Now we would like to acknowledge our traditional landowners. A local Bundjalung elder, Auntie Julia Payton, has provided a pre-recorded welcome to country for today's ceremony. Please look to the big screen to watch and to listen very carefully to Auntie Julia.
Injawalla, everybody. I'm one of the elders of Ballina and Cabbage Tree Island, and I was born in the old Ballina Hospital in 1938, and my mother was a Bundjalung woman and my father was a Comanche man from up Grafton Way. And I'd like to say, pay my respects to the past and present elders of this land. And we are standing on Bundjalung land, and I enjoyed life on the island until I went away and left out. Me and my cousin were sent up to Brisbane when we were very young, about 15 and 14, to work in a convent. And my sister and my other cousin were sent up too, but they were living in Woodenbung with my grandmother. And they were sent up to a convent too in Sandgate in Brisbane. And yeah, and I respect everyone. You know, I like to respect both sides of the coin. And on my father's side, his grandfather come from Yorkshire in England. And my grandmother was a full-blood Aboriginal woman. She was born at Glen Innes. And I was called, that's why I'm named after her, Julia. And Charlotte after my other, on my mother's side. And yeah, we had hard times on the island. We had to live off ration, a bit of rice, bit of flour, some tea bags, and that horrible coffee they used to call chicory or something like that. I couldn't even drink it. And yeah, and every week it used to come up on a Friday, the order for the old people to collect their meat, flour. The Wardell butcher used to bring the meat up. Paddy Walsh's butcher in Wardell. And he used to send meat up every Friday. This is how we were living on government things then. And my father went away working, and he worked on the railway for 40 years. And he worked in Sydney, Newcastle, and finally ended up at Casino Railway. Dad and Mama passed away. I'm the only one out of 10 children left out of my family. And I got 4 boys and 3 girls left. I thank Ballina Shire Council for asking me to do the welcome. Thank you very much.
And thank you to Auntie Julia for welcoming us today. Now, we respectfully acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we are holding this ceremony, the Ngunnawal people, and pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging, and extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here today or watching the live stream. At its core, Australia Day is driven by local communities just like ours, and the celebrations held in towns and cities across our great country are the foundations of its ongoing success. Australia Day is a day for celebrating everything that is truly special about Australia, all that we have achieved and everything that makes us unique as individuals and also as a nation. It's an opportunity to welcome new citizens to our Shire and to publicly recognise the many outstanding members of our community through the announcements of the 2022 Ballina Shire Australia Day Award recipients.
I would now like to invite our new Mayor, Sharon Cadwallader, to the stage to formally welcome us all here today.
Thank you, Sandy. And good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Thank you to Auntie Julia Payden for your welcome to country. We always enjoy hearing your stories, and thank you for providing an insight into your life and family. On behalf of my fellow councillors, thank you to everyone who could join us today. Joining us in person, and a warm welcome to you and the many people who are joining us via the live stream. We acknowledge the Ngayabal people from the Bundjalung Nation, the traditional custodians of the land, and we pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging, and extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here today or watching via the live stream. Thank you to the Honourable Catherine Cusack, MLC, and her husband Chris Crawford for joining us here today. And congratulations are also extended to our recently elected councillors and their partners who are with us today. Councillors joining us today are Councillor Eva Ramsey, who represents B Ward, part of Lennox Head, and her husband Peter. Councillor Ian Johnson and his wife Chris, and Councillor Rod Broom, and Councillor Stephen McCarthy. Councillor Nigel Buchanan and Councillor Phil Mann have sent their apologies as they're unable to be here. We have received apologies from Justine Elliott, Federal Member for Richmond, Tamara Smith, State Member for Ballina, and the Honourable Ben Franklin, MLC, who are unable to attend today's ceremony. Australia Day is a time to reflect, respect, and to celebrate. Today we reflect on what it means to be Australian and the things that we love about our country. Sense of fair go, lifestyle, democracy, the freedoms we enjoy, but particularly our people. Today is a day of respect for the first Australians. We acknowledge their history, one of the world's oldest living cultures. I acknowledge that this day, January 26th, is one of controversy. Marking the 26th of January has changed over time, and it is now a celebration of Australia that reflects the nation's diverse people. For now, it's our National Day. We shouldn't resolve from the difficult chapters in our past or pretend that it didn't happen, because we have so much to celebrate together. Today, we celebrate the contribution that every Australian has made to our nation. Through our Ballina Shire Australia Day Awards, now in their 41st year, we recognise the outstanding people who give their time to make Ballina Shire the wonderful community that it is. And I say that very, very sincerely. Whether it's coaching kids on the sporting field, keeping us safe on our beaches and waterways, roads and in the air, providing care in our hospitals, or delivering meals and care for our seniors, protecting our environment, or broadcasting on community radio to keep us informed and entertained. This list is extensive and by no means exhaustive. It would take hours to be all-encompassing. This appreciation extends to all those that work in frontline services to keep us safe. To all our teams at SES, ambulance, rural and state fire services, hospital staff, doctors and nurses, ambulance service, police, surf life saving, marine rescue, jet boat rescue, Rotary and Lions clubs, and of course our very own council staff who attend out-of-hours emergencies and do a wonderful job. And there's so much that only happens because of all these people working together to keep us safe. Living in a shire where our community has such a narrative of dedication and volunteerism is remarkable, and it is something that we all should be very proud of. And we thank you and we salute you. If it wasn't for people giving their time freely to help their fellow citizens here in Ballina Shire, society as we know it would fall apart and our lives would be poorer. And I suspect most of you people here today are contributing in some way or another. If I could send one important message to the broader community this Australia Day, it would be, please get more involved. We need you, and it can be the most rewarding experience. With the pandemic making every aspect of our lives more difficult, this year again we give special thanks to our community and volunteer organisations. It has been much harder to keep everything functioning, and this has been going on for a very long time now. We hope and pray for brighter days ahead because we have much to look forward to. With the Lennox Head Village vision now unfolding, and that's one event we are looking forward to, is the village's 100th anniversary. I'd also like to acknowledge the local businesses who provide us with essential goods and services and add to the overall character of our community. They too have been doing it tough, and it's a struggle right now. Please support them and shop locally when you can. If you're retired and you have some time and energy, you might like to return to the workforce, just to help out with the severe current staff shortages. We need to do whatever it takes to help these businesses keep their doors open, because we're going to need them to be here when this pandemic's over. And it will be over, we just don't know when. Ballina Shire Council will also continue to deliver services and facilities to help support our growing community. Over the election period, we didn't pause on project or service delivery. A sample of the major projects programmed for 2022 include works at the Ballina Byron Gateway Airport to accommodate expanding air services and passenger numbers. Projects include the car park upgrade to make way for 100 car spaces and the terminal expansion to house new security equipment and improve access for passengers entering the departure lounge. The Airport Boulevard now provides a statement road to the airport and unlocks future industrial land in the Southern Cross Industrial Estate. In catering for our youth, we are partway through the development of a regional playground at Pop Denison Park. That's in East Ballina and will soon open the Wallumbah District Park. The next stage of the River Street duplication will see works commence from Henry Phillip Avenue to Tweed Street. Works have started on the Angels Beach Drive and Bangalow Road roundabout to improve safety, congestion and traffic flow. This project will also see the extension of Sheether Street onto Angels Beach Drive. Our staff are progressing investigations into Barlow's Road to connect West Ballina to North Ballina and the North Creek Road and bridge to connect Scanners Head to North Ballina. And as I mentioned before, the Lennox Head Village project is underway. That will improve the village centre whilst retaining its low-key social and coastal village feel. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the New South Wales and federal governments who continue to provide grant funding in the delivery of many of our projects. Today we also look to the future as we welcome 11 new citizens hailing from the United Kingdom, Canada, Myanmar, Argentina, Japan, the USA, who have come to our shores from across the globe and have very wisely chosen Ballina Shire to be the best place in the world to be. They'll be joining the 140,748 people in 2020-21 who became Australian citizens, representing over 200 different nationalities. And of course, we'll get to meet them soon as we welcome them. There's no doubt that we're extremely lucky to live in Australia, and even luckier to live in our beautiful Ballina Shire. So let's spend today showing our appreciation for each other, our community, and our great nation. I'll now pass over to our co-hosts of today, Liz Ellis and Sandy Jackson. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Congratulations to you on your very first Australia Day as our new Mayor, and congratulations to the incoming councillors. I just want to echo what the Mayor was talking about then about the community of Ballina. You know, 13 years ago, I was asked to be a bit of a fill-in. I think there's a theme, Sandy. As Australia Day ambassador, the former Mayor, Phil Silver, I think someone had dropped out and I got called up at the last minute. I don't mind coming off the bench, let me tell you, when it's something as good as coming to Ballina. So I came up and I didn't realise that it was part of, you know, Ballina's push to get people to come and live here, because a few years later I had so much fun and enjoyed meeting so many people that my husband and I decided to move here, and it was the best decision we ever made to live in the Ballina Shire, and we're incredibly proud now to be here and to be raising our children here. So aren't we fortunate to live in a great place? And everywhere I look, I see people who are working hard to make our community better. And that's literal today. Everywhere I look, I see people who I know are working hard to make the community better. All right, that wasn't in the script, so best I get back on script. Now, this is a really important moment this morning. We want to show our gratitude for our frontline workers who have really been under the pump in the last couple of years, and we'd now like to just take a moment to show that gratitude and thanks for those who've been working tirelessly on the front line during the COVID-19 pandemic. Those workers include our ambulance service, our hospital staff, health officials, volunteers, our aged care workers, our GP network and their staff, cleaners, healthcare staff who ran vaccination clinics, our pathologists and specimen collectors who perform thousands, if not millions of tests. To those people, we want to say thank you, and the way we want to do it today is I want to ask you guys to join with me for a minute of continued applause for those people. So. That's a good minute. Well done.
Pretty special people, aren't they? We don't, you know,
Amazing.
we certainly can't take them for granted in this day and age.
You know, you hear stories of people having their leave cancelled, quickly retraining so they can, you know, turn to something else.
And working hours and hours and hours on end. And we whinge about a mask, you know, going to the shops. Really?
I do whinge about a mask. But yeah, so to all those people,
thank you.
Massively grateful. Thank you.
Australia Day is not only a day to celebrate and reflect on our achievements as a nation, but also to welcome new citizens to our country. Today we are joined by our fellow community members who will officially become Australian citizens right now. Becoming an Australian citizen represents commitment to Australia and its people, the values we share and our common future. It also symbolises the sense of belonging to the country where we have been born or where we have decided to make our home. I would now like to invite our community members who are becoming new citizens today to make their way to the stage area. I'll ask the Mayor to come up and we will continue with our citizenship ceremony. So come on up. Don't be shy. This is one of my favourite parts of the ceremony. I always get goosebumps.
Well, welcome everyone, and thank you for attending today. We're here to welcome you as new Australian citizens and present you with your Australian Citizenship Certificate. Australian citizenship represents full and formal membership of the community of the Commonwealth of Australia, and Australian citizenship is a common bond involving reciprocal rights and obligations, uniting all Australians while respecting their diversity. Persons on whom Australian citizenship is conferred enjoy these rights and undertake to accept these obligations by pledging to Australia and its people, by sharing their democratic beliefs, by respecting their rights and liberties, and by upholding and obeying the laws of Australia. Now, I would like to ask individuals taking the oath to step forward and repeat after the Citizenship Pledge number 1. There is the oath and the affirmation. Some may have the affirmation, some may have the oath. That those that have the oath, I would ask you to please repeat after me. From this time forward, under God, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey. Thank you. I would ask individuals taking the affirmation to step forward and repeat after the Australian Citizenship Pledge number 2, and please repeat after me. From this time forward, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey. Right. Okay, I'd ask you to just remain on stage for the moment, please.
We would now like to formally congratulate each one of you, each of our new citizens, through the presentation of their citizenship certificates and a beautiful Australian native plant. Sharon, can you assist with these very special presentations? So when I call your name, just come right forward so our photographer can capture the special moment for you. And congratulations. Catherine Avila. Priya Deloise. Stephen Tahay. Tony Martin Hugo. Denise Randall. Paola Randazzo. Mohihiro Tamura. And to Krista and Jonathan Alport. Cheryl Muirhead. Oh, sorry. And John Saunders. Congratulations. Gorgeous. Give them all a big round of applause and welcome our new citizens. Woo. That is one of my favourite parts, Liz. I love when the new citizens come and join us. It always gives me goosebumps and makes me feel pretty special to welcome these people that have chosen to make Australia their forever home.
It's interesting, isn't it? I've just got to move this up. We are an equal opportunity employer here at Ballina. We employ tall and short people.
Absolutely.
Hey, Mayor. That's better. Not there's anything wrong with being short, it's okay.
Thank you.
I've got to say, I often reflect on days like today that I feel so fortunate to have been born in Australia.
Yeah.
But then I get a little bit envious because I feel like our new citizens got to choose. They got to choose to live here. How awesome is that? And I feel grateful that you guys have chosen Australia as your home and you've been pretty brave. I can't imagine how difficult it might be to make that decision to become a citizen of a new country. So yeah, it's a bit, I do find it very emotional because,
Me too.
you know, having represented Australia, you sort of
you
think
would
about
have
the people
personal experience.
who you're representing, and what a privilege to represent people who've chosen Australia. So
and
congratulations.
especially our beautiful little area too, the Northern Rivers region. They've chosen not only to become Australian citizens but to live in our community. So I think that's even more special.
Two excellent decisions. All right. We better stop talking or we'll get all emotional, Sandy. We've got to move on. Now, joining us now are some very special, talented local performers. Katie Rutledge, soprano, Dean Doyle, who's a tenor, and Narelle Harris, mezzo-soprano and accompanist. They're here to perform the wonderful rendition of the Seekers' song, I Am Australian.
I came from the dream time, from the dusty red soil plains. I am the ancient heart, the keeper of the flame. I stood upon that rocky shore, I watched the tall ships come. For 40,000 years I've been the first Australian.
I came upon the prison ship, bound down by iron chains. I cleared the land, endured the lash, and waited for the rains. I'm a settler, I'm a farmer's wife, on the dry and barren run. A convict, then a free man, I am Australian.
We are one, but we are many, and from all the lands on earth we come. We share a dream and sing with one voice. I am, you are, we are Australian.
I'm a daughter of a digger who saw the mother load. The girl became a woman on the long and dusty road. I'm a child of the Depression. I saw the good times come. I'm a bushie, I'm a battler, I am Australian.
We are one, but we are many, and from all the lands on earth we come. We share a dream and sing with one voice. I am, you are, we are Australian. I'm the teller of stories, I'm the singer of songs. I am Albert Namatjira, and I paint the ghostly guns. I'm Clancy on his horse, I'm Ed Kelly on the run. I'm the one who waltzed Matilda, I am Australian.
I'm the hot wind of the desert, I'm the black soil of the plains, I'm the mountains and the valleys, I'm the drought and the flooding rains. I am the rock, I am the sky, the rivers where they run. The spirit of this great land, I am Australian. We are one, but we are many, and from all the lands on earth we come. We share a dream and sing with one voice. I am, you are, we are Australian. I am, you are, we are Australian.
Oh, big thank you to Narelle, Dean and Katie there. What a fabulous performance. I'm tearing up
Did
again.
you wear your waterproof mascara?
I did. During rehearsals yesterday, I had a few tears while they were practising and rehearsing. So
I'm going to dob her in. I'm sitting next to my mum who's got tears coming out of her face. So it's hard not to cry when you hear that song.
and singing it so beautifully as the three of them just did. Absolutely superb. Thank you so much to the three. Give them another big round of applause.
Australia Day is also a time to acknowledge excellence and community spirit. Australia Day awards are presented by communities all over our nations to individuals or groups who have excelled in their chosen field or worked tirelessly within their local communities. Today, we acknowledge our own community members in the announcement of the 2022 Ballina Shire Australia Day Awards. Awards will be presented in the following categories: Senior Citizen of the Year, Volunteer of the Year, Community Event of the Year, Sporting Achievement, which may or may not be my favourite, Arts and Culture, Young Citizen, Environmental Award and Citizen of the Year. All nominees are invited onto the stage when their name is called. Each winner will then have the opportunity to make a short speech if you want to. We ask if you do make a speech that you don't touch the microphone to ensure that we meet our COVID-safe requirements. But you can talk, you don't have to hum. So don't think you've got to hum your speech.
I'd like to invite the Mayor up onto the stage now to assist with these very, very special presentations. Our first award is for the Senior Citizen of the Year, and this category is awarded to an individual aged over 60 years for their significant contribution to the Ballina Shire community. The nominees for the Ballina Shire Citizen of the Year, congratulations, Ernest Barry Feidler. Barry is an avid community worker with a long history of community service. He began volunteering from a very young age by joining his parents in their volunteer activities. Barry works tirelessly for numerous local community organisations, including a 60-year association with Pierces Creek Hall and 7 years volunteering with the Austinville Tibbetchina Club. Barry brings a positive, measurable change to the Austinville-Wollongbar community. He believes the substance of a happy, productive and purposeful life is based on having a strong work ethic, integrity, belief in family and personal responsibility for one's choices and actions. His generosity and can-do attitude are an inspiration to his family, friends and colleagues. At a time when most people are putting their feet up, Barry continues to put his hand up. Give Barry a big round of applause.
Our next nominee is Frank Hughes. Frank arrived in Lennox Head in 1987 and was the town's butcher until 2004. As a local butcher, he supported many local and charitable organisations. He joined the original Lennox Head Lions Club shortly after arriving to the area and has been giving back to the community ever since. Frank has served as president of the Lennox Head Lions Club 4 times and is currently vice president, a position he's held numerous times. Frank has been the coordinator and driving force behind many service and fundraising events, including Australia Day celebrations, Pete's Barrow, Christmas cake sales and countless barbecues for the Lions Club, and on behalf of other community organisations. Frank's enthusiasm, energy and contribution to the Lennox Head Lions Club is invaluable. Well done, Frank.
Congratulations to our next nominee, Helen Lockton. Helen is a humble and committed community member. She's given many hours of her time to support those in need. Helen has been a pivotal member and leader of the Silversmiths singing group for the past 20 years. The group visits most of the aged care facilities in the Ballina region to entertain the residents with favourite tunes from the past. Helen researches and creates a song list and distributes this to group members who learn the music to entertain the aged care residents. Helen's also a member of the St Vincent de Paul Society and volunteers her time to visit and support the less fortunate in our community. She was instrumental in the creation of Mary's Place, which is a drop-in centre for local homeless. Helen does all of this without any expectation of gratitude or accolades, and Ballina is a better place for her humility and dedication.
Our next nominee, congratulations to Patrick Braz. In addition to driving, give him a little clap. That's okay, you can clap, Sandy. We're all about the applause here today.
Yes, definitely.
In addition to driving community buses and volunteer shopping for the disabled and elderly, Patrick has made a huge contribution to Ballina Shire as a member, board member, project manager and now president of the Ballina Community Men's Shed. He used his wide range of skills, experience and can-do attitude to oversee the construction of a new men's shed complex on Fishery Creek Road, Ballina, which opened in October 2021. This involves securing the funding, securing a suitable site, numerous design and DA variations, selection and installation of new machinery to equip the new shed, funded by the Newcastle Permanent Charitable Foundation, and overseeing the installation of a solar energy system funded by the Ballina RSL Club. Patrick's achievements are remarkable and he is an outstanding contributor to our community.
Our next nominee, congratulations to Tracy Everingham Armstrong. Tracy has been Ballina Shire Citizen of the Year back in 2014. She's been fundraising for our community for more than 2 decades. She's raised close to, get this, $480,000 to date, which has been donated to a variety of community groups and disability organisations. Some of Tracy's bigger projects include raising $68,000 towards purchasing a bus for Southern Cross School Disability Unit, also $64,000 towards a bus for Biala Support Services, with Variety the Children's Charity providing the rest of the funds. She's also raised funds to provide mobility matting at Lighthouse Beach and also for the Liberty Swing at Missingham Park. Tracy's most recent effort has seen her raise $30,000 to purchase an all-ability carousel for the upcoming Ross Park upgrade in Lennox Head. Tracy's incredible achievements have helped so many people in the Ballina Shire community.
Now, I get the job to announce the winner, but I've got to say, you've got to be over 60 to be in this category. I'm 12 years off 60 and I cannot wait. You guys have all the fun. Doing amazing things for the community, so congratulations. The winner for the Senior Citizen of the Year goes to Barry Feidler. Now, Barry, I think you get something from the Mayor over here. Or no, you can speak. Before Barry speaks, I'm going to tell a story about Barry. This is what our great people do. So, Barry, do you want to go to that microphone there? You can say something over there. A few years ago, my niece and nephew flew in from Alice Springs and they'd missed the Santa Claus at Alstonville and we didn't have any Santa photos. I only knew one person who dresses up as Santa. I mean, he's Santa's helper, for anyone who's watching. And one of Santa's key helpers in this area is Barry. So Barry got out the uniform and came to our house for a special Santa photo the day before Christmas. So that's the sort of thing that these people do. So Barry, I'm so excited for you. Congratulations.
All right, thank you very much. Just on that little story that Liz told, I was helping Santa out up at the plaza at Olsenville. I was getting changed in the little cafe there, and the lady come in and she said, "Oh, there's a lady that wants to see you out there." So righto, I goes out and Liz, because I lived out at Bouillon, Pierces Creek, on the end of the Shire, and Liz is just over the hill. Anyway, she said, "I wanted Santa, we're having a party." "Oh, yeah, would you do it?" So righto, I gets ready and goes out, and I goes up the top of the hill where she was, and I can't say the few words what Liz said, but they were nice words anyway. She said, "You go over there and get in the back door and I'll go round here," and goes round, and of course Grandma over there, she's there. "Come on, Grandma," and there's 3 little kids, wasn't there? 4 little kids. So we had Fada and Liz and the husband, and I don't know, I was there for half an hour and we had that many photos taken, and me and Grandma we were in every one. It was great, yeah. So thank you very much for this award. I'd just like to say about Sharon said about volunteers. Pierces Creek Hall out there, we're struggling along, and volunteers, we'd like more people to come and help, and I'm involved with Tibatuna Club, with the well, I class myself one of them, the oldies, and we want a lot more volunteers for that, but it's a great thing for the oldies to come every Wednesday at the Rouse Mill Hall. We get the oldies there together. We have about, I don't know, 50 odd at the moment. We're starting up this year, and we give them morning tea, dinner for $5, and then it's entertainment for the afternoon, and it's a real good for the oldies. They look forward to it. And thank the Shire for putting on this. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Well done, Barry.
Congratulations to all of our nominees and our winner. Thank you so much. I think they're called Retchy tubs, aren't they? I know the language. Look out.
Oh, nice work. Don't give too much away.
No, I won't. Our next award is the Volunteer of the Year, and this is for an individual or organisation who works tirelessly behind the scenes to support our community. The nominees are, congratulations to Alan Noble. I don't know if Al's here. I'm not sure if he's here. I was talking to him earlier in the week and he's busy. I'll tell you why. He's the driver, secretary and training officer for the Ballina Jet Boat Rescue Service. He's also the Surf Life Saving Far North Coast Rescue Watercraft Jet Ski Captain for Ballina Shire, organising rosters, maintenance and call-outs for the RWC. He's also a patrol captain, I think that's where he is today, trainer and assessor for the Ballina Lighthouse Surf Lifesaving Club. He's been a member for more than 15 years, and during his time with Surf Lifesaving New South Wales, he's garnered a list of training certificates, commendations and services awards that I won't go through because they're as long as your arm. On top of all of this, Al is also a long-term secretary of the Ballina Rugby Club. Al is known and respected for handling all of his roles with calmness, dignity and good humour. Congratulations to Al Noble.
Our next nominee is someone who is remarkable, Maria Mathers. Maria has been a threatened species ecologist for more than 30 years, with a particular interest in koalas, ecological communities, including koala habitat and fire ecology, recovery planning and education. In 2016, she became a koala rescuer with Friends of the Koala. Ever since, Maria has been on call day and night to conduct welfare checks and capture sick or injured koalas and transport them to the Koala Hospital in Lismore. Maria actively raises awareness of Ballina Shire's significant koala population via social media, with her passion for conservation inspiring a legion of thousands of loyal Twitter followers. I'm one of your loyal Twitter followers, Maria. I read what you say. You're amazing. Not only does Maria regularly post educational tweets to increase global awareness of the koala's plight, she responds to almost all tweets to stay engaged with her followers, offering comfort and support to others, even as she deals with the heavy responsibility of advocating for and rescuing koalas.
Our next nominee, congratulations, Jo Parker. Now, Jo joined the Northern Rivers Animal Services Committee in 2013 as the Marketing and Publicity Officer before becoming the Secretary in 2014 and the President in 2015. As President, Jo is the face and voice of NRAS, advocating for the rights of cats and dogs that are often abandoned, abused, lost or unwanted. Since 2001, over 1,600 cats and dogs have found a forever home. Sorry about that, I couldn't help myself. Jo chairs the NRAS committee and provides leadership for the many volunteers that support their organisation, and she's also the Ballina Mother's Day Classic. She's the organiser of that, and she's coordinated this event for the past 10 years, raising approximately $5,000 to $8,000 each year for the National Breast Cancer Foundation to support breast cancer awareness and education. And I'm pretty sure it's the only dog-friendly one in Australia. Is that correct? Yeah. So she's organised that as well. Good. Congratulations to Jo. And this year, the Volunteer of the Year, congratulations, Jo Parker.
Got to smile with your eyes when you've got your mask on, don't you?
Sure. Oh, wow.
I'll have to hold it though.
Unexpected. What great company to be involved with. NRAS actually celebrated its 20th anniversary in October. So this is a wonderful honour. We've realised that dream finally of having our rescue shelter out at Piper Drive, which we've been able to achieve because of the wonderful contribution from the community, our friends at Ballina Council, but most of all our volunteers, and this award is for them. Thank you.
Congratulations, Jo. And if we had a competition for best mask today, you might just win it. Congratulations to all of our nominees for Volunteer of the Year. They all do amazing things. All right, now it's time for the Community Event of the Year. It's awarded to an individual or group who has staged an outstanding community event in 2021. If your group is nominated for an award, we please ask that only one representative from each organisation come up to the stage to accept your certificate. The nominees for Community Event of the Year are the first one, the 10-year anniversary of the Scope Club of Ballina gift wrapping. Now, all of us have been saved by these people at some point, have we not? The Scope Club of Ballina has been operating for more than 40 years with the purpose of raising funds to benefit local organisation. In 2012, the club was approached by Ballina Central Shopping Centre with the opportunity to raise funds by gift wrapping in the lead up to Christmas and Mother's Day. Since then, the club has raised $85,000 over the past 10 years through this initiative, with all funds donated to local organisations and charities. Scope members and affiliates have given in excess of 7,500 women hours over the years to wrap the gifts, make twizzles and promote the recipients for the year. Even COVID couldn't stop the Scope ladies who masked up and wrapped for Christmas and Mother's Day in 2020 and 2021. Many organisations have received donations ranging from $2,000 to $5,000. This year, the recipients will be riding for the disabled and Healthy Mind, Healthy Body.
Our next nominee, congratulations to the Ballina Cherry Street Sports Club. In 2021, during the August and September lockdown period, Cherry Street Sports Club provided more than 8,500 free meals that were prepared and dispensed by the club's chef and staff to anyone in need. The meals were made available at the Ballina's Hot Meal Centre in the Masonic Hall in Cherry Street 7 days a week. This not only provided a much-needed service to our community, but also ensured continuity of employment for club staff while the club itself was closed. This initiative was a fantastic representation of the club's profit for purpose mission and a wonderful example of how 4 local community groups, the Cherry Street Sports Club, the Rotary Club of Ballina on Richmond, the Ballina Masonic Centre and the Ballina Hot Meal Centre, collaborated for an outstanding community benefit.
Which brings us to our next finalist. It's actually all that group. The Ballina Hot Meal Centre COVID Crisis Meal Centre that included the following organisations: the Ballina Hot Meal Centre, the Cherry Street Sports Club, the Rotary Club of Ballina on Richmond and the Ballina Masonic Centre. COVID, it was tough, but it brought out some terrific teamwork, and it's not often that 4 major community services organisations in town work together to provide a vital service in time of crisis. But when our community was plunged into yet another COVID lockdown last year, many people found themselves in need. Ballina Hot Meal Centre started a meal distribution service at the Ballina Masonic Centre 7 days a week. This service provided takeaway meals, toiletry packs, donated food and clothing items to the homeless, financially disadvantaged, elderly and families who had lost their source of income. This service was the only crisis meal service facility in Ballina that operated during lockdown. The Ballina Hot Meal Service cooked and provided meals, Cherry Street Sports Club cooked and provided meals, the Ballina Masonic Centre provided the distribution facility, and the Rotary Club of Ballina on Richmond managed administration, logistics, packing and distribution of donated goods, a true team effort. You've got two?
Got two, has he? Our next nominee, congratulations to the Ballina Meals on Wheels. Throughout 2021, within the constraints of the pandemic, Ballina Shire Meals on Wheels has offered an activities-based social support program for active older people living in our local area. More than 100 people have keenly participated in weekly activities, including gentle exercise, drumming, ukulele, stretch your mind, meditation, Zen doodling and a monthly coffee club and craft group. The activities were held at a number of venues in Ballina, including the Hockey Club, the Church Hall and the Masonic Hall on a regular basis. The program enables people with similar interests who might otherwise meet to gather in a supportive environment. Congratulations, Ballina Meals on Wheels. No representations today?
Our next finalist is the Dementia Inclusive Ballina Alliance. In 2021, the Dementia Inclusive Ballina Alliance used a Northern Rivers Community Foundation grant to help local residents living with dementia and their carers to improve their digital literacy skills and reduce the social isolation experienced due to the COVID pandemic. A project officer trained participants to use Zoom, email, video conferencing, chat groups, social media, online banking and MyGov. This enabled the Alliance's advisory group, which consists of people with dementia and their carers, to meet regularly and keep in contact with family and friends. This project made a valuable contribution to the quality of life experienced by this vulnerable group of people in these challenging times. Congratulations to the Dementia Inclusive Ballina Alliance.
They've just sent through a late apology, so they're unable to make it this morning. Our next nominees, congratulations to Battle of the Concert Bands. In July 2021, Resonator Music hosted the Battle of the Concert Bands. The community event saw 3 Northern Rivers concert bands come together to play on the same stage for the very first time. Ballina Shire Concert Band, Lismore City Concert Band and the Tweed Concert Band performed with more than 90 musicians on stage. The 3 concert bands performed for free, sharing their love of making music, having fun and showcasing some exceptional local talent. Congratulations.
Our next finalist for Community Event of the Year goes to the Boaty Boys. Now, these are a bunch of young dads with families hailing from Lennox Head and Byron Bay who participated in the Starlight Super Swim Challenge in 2021. Every day for a month, they dedicated an hour to swimming 600 metres for the challenge, swimming 32 kilometres in total. Their original goal of raising $7,500 quickly became eclipsed just after 3 days, and it put them in the top 3 groups in Australia. When they reached an amazing $20,000, they received a call from the Starlight Foundation to personally thank and congratulate, but wait, there's more. Together, they ended up raising an outstanding $45,000 for the Starlight Foundation. Now the funds are supporting the Starlight Foundation to help sick kids and their families leave the pain of treatment behind and enjoy more of what matters most: fun, joy and shared happiness. Congratulations to the Boaty Boys.
Woo! Well done.
Now we have joint winners for the community event of the year. Congratulations to the Dementia Inclusive Ballina Alliance and the Ballina Hot Meal Centre COVID Crisis Meal Centre. Congratulations to the following organisations for that: the Ballina Hot Meal Centre, the Cherry Street Sports Club, the Rotary Club of Ballina on Richmond and the Ballina Masonic Centre. Congratulations to both of those groups. Now, the Dementia Inclusive Ballina Alliance aren't able to be here today, but we might hear from the Ballina Hot Meal Centre COVID Crisis Meal Centre. Who's going to speak, gentlemen?
One of you want to speak? I'll have to hold the mic for you though, Carl. To get close and
I've just prepared a little thing because it's very significant. And I'd just like to thank Mayor Cadwallader for the presentation and everybody here this morning. Particularly our Ballina Hot Meal Centre manager Beatrice, who's accompanied me here today, and it's a great thrill for us to be awarded this very prestigious award through Ballina Shire. This is a great recognition of 3 volunteer organisations, being the Rotary Club of Ballina on Richmond, Ballina Hot Meal Centre and the Ballina Masonic Centre, combining with Cherry Street Sports to run a very, very significant event and a very important event for Ballina Shire. Almost 9,000 meals we distributed, a lot of items and a lot of goods to people through no fault of their own. Unfortunately, were placed in a situation of great distress, embarrassment, and most importantly, were treated non-judgmentally by some wonderful volunteers from all the 4 organisations. Cherry Street Sports, and thanks to John and Terry Sheehan for giving us the opportunity to run that facility 7 days a week. Of course, we run it 2 days a week and providing over 400 meals a week currently. Thank you, Ballina Shire, for this wonderful award, and we are very, very thrilled. And most importantly, we recognise the difference it's made to a lot of families and a lot of people who are having hardship at the time. Thanks again, and we're very proud to be part of this day and, most importantly, to receive this award. Thank you, Sandra.
congratulations.
Congratulations to all of our finalists.
Yep. Sorry. Sorry, John.
Just very quickly, at Cherry Street there you go. We operate under the motto of that we're a profit for purpose business, and that purpose is to try and uplift the lives of not only our members but community members as well. The Hot Meal Centre was a perfect example of putting our money where our mouth is, and we're very proud to be associated with Ballina Rotary, the Hot Meal Centre, and we're open to any other suggestions that you might come up with to help the community. Thank you very much.
And congratulations to all our finalists and our award winners.
It's pretty special, Liz, when we're in our community. I think that's one of the things that I love is, you know, in a time of crisis, in a time of pandemic, these are the sorts of people, community groups that all come together to support, you know, like Cole said, people that didn't have a choice, that and were helped without judgment, without anything. So that's another warm and fuzzy, isn't it?
Yeah, and I also love that people who were had programs in the community initially, like the Dementia Inclusive group in Ballina, they didn't let COVID get in their way. The Bodie Boys didn't let COVID get in their way. They kept on going. So
pretty special.
What an unreal community we live in.
Absolutely.
Now, the next award is one that a little bit close to my heart. It's a Sporting Achievement Award. It's for a team or individual who has excelled and represented in their chosen sport at local, regional, state, national or international level. Our first nominee or finalist is Beck Washington. Beck Washington, or Miss Beck, as my daughter calls her, is a champion in taekwondo, karate and boxing who has represented Australia on the sporting stage. She's been sharing her skills with others for many years through her classes for children and adults. Previously nominated for a Ballina Shire Australia Day Award in 2019, Beck not only excels in her chosen sports, she's a kind, caring and compassionate person who puts her community at the heart of all she does. After noticing that there was a lack of sporting opportunities in our community for people with a disability, Beck adapted her classes to ensure people of all abilities can build their fitness, health and confidence in an inclusive and safe environment. Beck is passionate about everyone being able to engage in sport at their own pace and level and goes above and beyond to make sure that everyone is happy. And I have seen her in action, and you should also do whatever Beck tells you to do. Congratulations, Miss Beck.
Our next nominee, congratulations to Tyler Dogan. In April 2021, at the age of just 13, Tyler Dogan became the National Under-15s 2,000 metre steeplechase champion at the Australian Athletics Championships. Tyler beat a nationwide field of competitors to win convincingly. He was able to achieve this despite numerous challenges, including minimal coaching, no facilities to train on, and often having to train on his own due to COVID restrictions in the lead up to the event. A month earlier, in March 2021, Tyler also gained a silver medal at the New South Wales State Little Athletics and won Queensland State Champions in the Under-15s 2,000 metre steeplechase in Brisbane. Tyler has shown outstanding self-motivation and perseverance to achieve his sporting goals. His efforts are an inspiration to other young athletes and to our wider Ballina Shire community. Congratulations, Tyler.
You'll have to forgive me for editorialising here. I don't think you can overestimate how difficult it is to win a state title, let alone a national title.
Absolutely.
So, Tyler, that is outstanding. Well done. Our next finalist is Veronica Silva. Veronica Silva has been Club Secretary of the Austinville Water Polo Club for 19 years, and she's now in her 20th year. And if you look at that photo, she obviously started when she was 6. She coordinates the club quietly and efficiently, organising teams, fundraising rosters and grant applications. She was the backbone of the club when numbers were dwindling on the North Coast. She worked with Far North Coast Water Polo to facilitate the sport and make the competition fun and competitive. Today, thanks to V's commitment as a selfless organiser, I said that in rehearsals yesterday, organisator. I don't know what that word. Organisator, Veronica, well done. And a dynamic manager, I should say managator. I can mangle the English language. Women's water polo on the Far North Coast has experienced, get this, a 200% growth in numbers, with the women's competition now spanning Austinville, Ballina, Byron Bay, Lismore and Lennox Head. Through her efforts in fundraising and grant applications, Veronica has also enabled the club to have the equipment and facilities to host international matches and training events for the Australian women's water polo team. And just to ad-lib here, it was terrific to see the Australian women's water polo team doing a training camp in the lead up to the Olympics. And Veronica, thanks to you, that was able to happen. So congratulations, Veronica. And the Ballina Shire Sporting Achievement Award goes to 2 very deserving people. Veronica Silva is our first joint winner. And, I don't know why I got emotional then. I'm friends with V, can you tell? And she told me to say nice things about her, so I've tried. And Tyler Dogan as well. Congratulations.
Woo-hoo! Do you want to say a couple of words? Okay, I'll take that for you. Come on, Tyler. I've got to hold the mic for you. Sorry, mate.
I don't have that much to say, but thank you everyone. Thanks for the award. I'm quite lucky to be the joint winner. Good job to both my other competitors. Thanks to Mum and Dad, I wouldn't be anywhere without you two. You take me all over the place, so I really wouldn't be doing this without you. You know, it's been hard this year with COVID and everything, but yeah, thanks for the award. And have a good Australia Day, everyone.
Congratulations. Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sharon.
Thanks to Ballina Council for holding these awards. It's nice to be recognised, and mine's more for the sports administration, not the wonderful actual sporting achievements of these guys. But I'd like to thank Far North Coast Water Polo and Alstonville Water Polo. The clubs don't run on their own, and I'm only one person that helps out. So I'd like to thank all the other committee members, and to be involved with Alstonville Water Polo, which is one of the main sports up on the plateau. It's a pretty great sport for anyone to get involved in. Yeah, just to thank James Nunn and Liz Johnson and Kate Bracey, lots of other committee members who help out and encourage all the women and girls to get along and try water polo. And happy Australia Day.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And let's just have one more round of applause for Tyler Dogan's parents. Where are they? Where are Tyler's parents? There they are. Well done. Sport doesn't happen without, kids' sport doesn't happen without parents, so congratulations to you. You must be very proud.
Yeah.
Well done. Our next award is the Arts and Culture Award, and the Arts and Culture Award recognises an individual or group who's made a significant contribution to the creative arts. The nominees for the Creative Arts and Culture Award are, our first finalist is Ali Chigwidden. Ali is a drama teacher and art teacher at Ballina High School. Is she going to come up? Here she comes. Give her an applause while she comes up. She's the writer and director of the Ballina Coast High School's MAD, which stands for Music, Art, Dance and Drama Production 7. Now, not only did Ali inspire the 100-strong cast and crew of the 2021 production, but each and every person lucky enough to be a part of the audience. Ali mixes historical events and modern themes such as women's rights and gender diversity into a fun and explorative performance that takes the audience on a journey through time. Ali's genuine kindness as a teacher, mentor and director has made a positive impact on students, teachers and the wider Ballina Shire community. Congratulations, Ali.
Our next nominee, congratulations to the Ballina and District Historical Society. They were established back in May 2019. In December that year, the Society was granted a lease on Pimlico Hall to develop the Ballina District Museum. The museum opened to the public just last year in October and has been developed solely by their volunteers. The museum showcases the history of the Ballina District from the First Nations Nyambul people, the Indigenous custodians of the Ballina District, to the exploration of the Richmond River by Captain Henry Rouse back in 1828, to the development of the European settlement instigated by the pioneer cedar cutters who arrived in 1842, right through to the early 1900s. The Ballina and District Historical Society also educates the public through a Facebook page and a website that highlights all of the historical photographs, historical reports and magazines. The Society aims to bring the unique history of the Ballina District alive and accessible to all. Congratulations to the Ballina and District Historical Society.
Our next nominee is Kathy Gordon. Kathy's the musical director of the Headliners Chorus. For 12 years, she's led the Headliners to a high school musical standard to compete in local and Australian events and to contribute to the Ballina Shire community. She's put her heart and soul into keeping the Headliners Chorus alive through COVID times, which, as you can imagine, has been a bit of a tough ask, given that singing is classed as a high-risk activity and has faced the tightest restrictions. Determined to find a way through the COVID pandemic while also looking after members' wellbeing, Kathy learnt to run weekly online rehearsals via Zoom. After coming out of 2020's lockdown in late October, she managed to get the chorus to perform its standard for a Christmas show. 12 months later, she did it again, and she had the chorus perform at several 2021 community Christmas events. Congratulations, Kathy.
Congratulations to our next nominee, Screenworks. They're a Ballina-based organisation that services the screen industry across regional Australia by providing industry and professional development, networking initiatives and opportunities, and also services for screen content creators and workers. When federal budget cuts were made, the future of Screenworks looked pretty bleak. But with CEO Ken Crouch at the helm, the small Northern Rivers Focused Association transitioned into a national non-profit organisation and charity that delivers programs, initiatives and workshops in regional areas right across every state and territory in Australia. Screenworks' key achievements include creation of the Regional Screen in LA program, which is a 2-month international internship which provides an undergraduate or recent graduate from regional Australia with unparalleled access to Hollywood. They also have created a Career Pathways program which provides tailored professional development opportunities for emerging regional practitioners in the screen industry. Ballina Shire enjoys significant screen industry and destination recognition as a result of Screenworks being based and located right here in Ballina. Congratulations. Unfortunately, Screenworks and Ken can't be here this morning.
Probably making a movie.
Maybe.
Doing something fabulous.
Our next nominee, congratulations to Sue Belsham. Sue's made a very significant contribution. Yes, give her a big round of applause. She's made a significant contribution to the arts in Ballina over the past 20 years as Director of Theatrical Community Productions. She's directed more than 35 productions at both Ballina Players and with Super North, the theatrical company she began with her husband Paul. This includes many sold-out performances of shows such as Mary Poppins and The Boy from Oz. She's an avid supporter of promoting the performance arts to youth. Every year she visits schools in our Shire to present awards to drama students. In the past year, even with the difficulties of COVID restrictions and some ongoing health issues, Sue was able to be involved in directing a very successful season of Downtown in December 2020 and Smoky Joe's Cafe in 2021, both with small ensemble casts to meet COVID-safe requirements. Congratulations, Sue Belsham. Drum roll. And we have joint winners for the Arts Cultural. Congratulations to Sue Belsham and the Ballina and District Historical Society. Yeah. Give them a big round of applause. Would you like to say a couple of words? No?
You'd like to
You
say
would
something?
say
I'll
something.
hold that for you.
Since humming is one of our themes today, I wanted to tell you that what my joy has come from watching people develop as they do shows. We had somebody who came in and said, "Can I hum Amazing Grace?" Now, humming Amazing Grace is an interesting way to have an audition. And we didn't realise that Amazing Grace had so many verses, because every time they finished, we got up to say thank you, and they got up to sing another verse, humming away. That person, after 1 or 2 shows, I think, became someone who could carry a small part and sing a solo. So it's just been amazing. 20 years of it, working with people here. Absolutely amazing. Amazing place to live. And I've lived all over Australia. I've lived in Canberra, Adelaide. I've lived here and chose to live here. And I've lived in the desert as well, up in the far west of Queensland. This is the best place to be. So welcome to our citizens to the best place. Thank you.
I'd just like to say thank you very much to the Ballina community for this award. We've only been going a few years, but we've come a long way, and we're looking forward to a happy and adventurous new future. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Well done.
Hi to
Hang on. Sue's got something else to say.
I just wanted to say hello to Martha and Jennifer, my children in New Zealand, who I haven't seen for 2 years because we can't get there. But they're watching the live stream.
Big round of applause.
Right, I might cry now. Sue's family, I hope you get to see Sue soon, because she's
absolutely
amazing.
Absolutely.
All right, our next award is the Young Citizen of the Year. The Young Citizen of the Year category is awarded to an individual under the age of 30 for their significant contribution to our community. The nominee for Young Citizens of the Year are: our first one is Alex Chapman. Alex has been actively involved in both school and community service during his time at Emmanuel Anglican College. In 2021, he was the leader of the community and education in the college, and from 2017 to 18, he volunteered his time as a basketball referee at the school. Alex has been a member of the Ballina Lighthouse and Lismore Surf Lifesaving Club since 2017 and was named Junior Club Captain in 2019 and again in 2020. He was manager of the Under-7 Nippers in 2019 and named 2020 Junior Club Person of the Year for Surf Lifesaving. Alex is also a member of the Australian Navy Cadets, and in 2018 he attained the rank of Leading Seaman. Alex's commitment to both community service and to his academic studies has made an outstanding contribution to the Ballina Shire community. Congratulations, Alex.
Our next nominee, congratulations to Kim Coop. Kim is the owner of Collective Autonomy, which is a luxury sustainable gift shop right here in Lennox Head. Her store supports and stocks small, eco-minded makers of the Northern Rivers region and beyond. She educates her customers on conscious consumerism and how to live a more sustainable life. Over the past 6 years, she has intentionally chosen to only work with sustainable companies. Aside from running her business, Kim's personal mission is to educate people on how to make small changes in their daily lives to lead a more eco-friendly and low-waste lifestyle, something we could all maybe take a lesson from. In 2022, she's planning to further her knowledge by studying a Bachelor of Sustainability with the intention of working in corporate social responsibility. Congratulations, Kim Coop.
Our final nominee for Young Citizen of the Year is Eli Carr. Now, Eli is a quiet achiever who is passionate about supporting local organisations and charitable causes. He's a full-time paramedic student at Griffith University and part-time baker at Lennox Head, IGA. Eli ran 200 kilometres in a month to raise $8,000 for the Healthy Minds Club, a local organisation that encourages men to seek help for mental health issues. He was also part of a team who raised $45,000 during the 2021 Starlight Children's Swim Challenge. And he's helped to collect surfboards for a donation to kids in Vanuatu. Born and bred in Lennox Head and a member of the Lennox Trojans, Eli has developed a reputation as a quiet local legend.
Thank you. And the winner for the Young Citizen of the Year, congratulations to Eli Carr. Eli's not able to be here with us today. He's on a university placement at Kawana Ambulance Station in Queensland, so Eli's father, Rob Carr, will accept this award on his behalf. Thank you, Rob.
I'd like to thank all the organisers of today as well too. Eli's pretty well known in this community, and I'm sure that everyone, particularly around that age group, know Eli, and he is only one of many members of this age group that are really putting into raising awareness of mental health and raising money for appropriate funding, and I'm sure he'd like to recognise that as well too. There's other groups like the Bodie Boys and the Healthy Minds Club, and we really do have a wonderful bunch of young citizens under 30, and he is part of that, and I'm sure he'd like to acknowledge all that. But thank you, and he actually has COVID, so I'm sure he's watching at the moment, and I'm very honoured to accept this award on his behalf. Thank you.
Congratulations, Eli, and if you're watching, we do hope you get better soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know when I said before, Sandy, that the senior citizens were having all the fun? You might have to revise that.
You want to be a young citizen again now, don't you?
Oh, I'd love to be a young citizen again, but I embraced my silver hair a couple of years ago, so it's too late. So congratulations to all of our finalists.
Yeah, we've got some pretty special young people in our community doing some absolutely wonderful things. Very proud of them all.
They're amazing. Our next award is the Environmental Award. It's for an individual or group contributing to our environmental preservation or advancing environmental awareness within the Ballina Shire. The nominees for the Environmental Award are Ballina Shire Curbside Garbage Collectors. Yeah, give them a round of applause. Ballina's curbside bin collectors do an amazing job, according to local resident June Zentfeld, who nominated Council's waste truck drivers for an environmental award. But June's not the only one who's singing their praises. In fact, Council receives numerous letters and emails of appreciation for our curbside garbage collectors. Council has a team of 6 full-time and 3 fill-in drivers who work hard every day to complete their bin collection routes efficiently and to a high standard. Council's waste truck drivers are Kendall Brazendale, Jeff Nicholson, Easy-O Police, Richard Smith, Neil Spencer, Michael Wart, David Dupe, Ian Johnston and Paul O'Brien. Drivers contend with numerous challenges every day, including narrow roads, cul-de-sacs, traffic and vehicles parked along the curb which block access to bins. There are 6 main bin collections routes across Ballina Shire, with an additional 3 half runs added recently due to population and service growth. Now, these statistics are pretty impressive and amazing. Just one truck can empty up to 1,200 bins per day, and together Council's fleet of 6 waste trucks collect over 4,000 bins per day. Maths isn't my strong point, but I do believe that makes over 1 million bins every year. Congratulations to the Ballina Shire Curbside Garbage Collectors.
Our next nominee, congratulations to Empire Vale Public School for their Koala Minecraft World. They won the 2021 Green Innovation Awards, an annual competition for schools from the Gold Coast to Port Macquarie, with their Koala Minecraft project. What they did, the senior class created a Minecraft world, including Minecraft islands and games to educate people about the threats facing koalas, such as bushfires, cars, illness and deforestation. The innovative project includes information about the cultural significance of koalas to the Bundjalung people, how to care for koalas and, more importantly, how to protect them. It can be played by anyone who's downloaded the Minecraft education on their computer, and the project was run by two of Empire Vale's public schools senior class teachers, Ms Karen Rantisi and Mr Peter Sugden, and supported by school principal Ms Bonita Avery. Congratulations.
Our next nominee is Revive the Northern Rivers. Established in 2021, Revive the Northern Rivers aims to create awareness about the diverse range of ecosystems and species across our region. The team creates short stories and articles to inform the public about environmental issues, and they donate 50% of all profits to support local environmental organisations such as local land care groups. In 2021, they coordinated a public panel discussion on the health and future of our waterways, coordinated nature walks for the community to learn about the importance of local biodiversity, and developed learning content for Alstonville High School students, which helps students to design certain features of the Wollongbar District parklands. Given the short history of the organisation and their achievements to date, it looks like Revive the Northern Rivers have a big future ahead. Congratulations.
Our next nominee, congratulations to the Rotary Club of Ballina on Richmond for their Recycle and Reuse program. It's part of a donations in kind. They've been involved with this project for over 30 years. The Ballina Recycle and Reuse program involves the collection of redundant equipment and materials from hospitals, schools and businesses, which is then donated to disadvantaged communities in Australia and overseas in developing countries. After supporting the Donations in Kind program for a number of years, which operates out of Brisbane, the Rotary Club of Ballina on Richmond and the Rotary Club of Gunnellabar have established their own operation in Ballina to support the Queensland program and the needs in our community. This fantastic program is not only helping the environment by recycling materials that would otherwise end up in landfill, but is also improving lives by delivering equipment such as wheelchairs and walking frames to places where they are needed most. Congratulations. And the winner of today's Environmental Award, congratulations to the Ballina Shire Curbside Garbage Collective. Say a few words, Lloyd.
Thank you. I'd just like to emphasise that I'm collecting this award very much so on the behalf of our collection drivers, and that's because they're out there picking up bins as we speak. I tried very hard to get at least one in, but they were too keen to keep the service going and not interrupt it. Even after providing the option of overtime, they still didn't want to disrupt the service. So it is a testament to them and the tireless work that they do. So they're up 4:30, 5 o'clock. They get on the road each morning, picking up over 1 million bins a year, and that accounts to about 20,000 tonnes of waste per year. But what's I suppose more important, what we really strive for as a team, is to look at the environmental credentials of that, and we actually recycle about 60% of what's collected in those bins through the green bins and the yellow bins. So that's fantastic. It's a great service that these guys and girls provide. They're an awesome team. They work really well together, and it's been a particularly tough couple of years with the impacts of the pandemic. More people at home, more waste being generated, a lot busier, particularly in this beautiful part of the world. So yeah, it has been a real challenge, but they've bonded together as an awesome team. They're a great team to work for. I'm really proud of them and honoured that they've got this award. So thank you, everyone. Thank them. Cheers.
Now, in tribute to our Garbos, can everyone get their recycling right this week, please? I didn't want to praise. And don't park your cars near the bins. There we go.
I was going to say, it's the cars that are the issue, isn't it?
Not that anyone in this room would do that.
No, never.
But just saying, just in case. Congratulations.
Well done. Bravo.
Our final award for 2022 is the Citizen of the Year. And for this special presentation, I'm going to ask our Mayor, Sharon Cadwallader, to stay on stage. You've done the miles today, Mayor, haven't you? If you had a pedometer on, it'd be plenty up and down the stairs. You're doing it beautifully. We're keeping our leaders fit. So, Sharon, I think you get to come and say a few words. Probably lost it. Hang on, I've mucked up the Mayor's notes. Oh, I was going so well. Yeah, that'd be good, because I think I've done something wrong here.
Here you go. Just get straight forward.
Thanks. It's been nice knowing you. This has been my last MC job.
We'll get you back.
Are we blessed to have these pair here emceeing, Liz Ellis and Sandy Jackson? They really do bring the lightheartedness into what is a serious but wonderful time that we can celebrate in our community.
Hang on, got to assure people problem.
Oh, this is it. Okay. All right. Now, my next job. This candidate was carefully selected by the review panel from all citizens nominated across Ballina Shire. We'll now hear from our 2021 Citizen of the Year, Barbara Swain. Barbara is unable to join us today, but has provided a pre-recorded message announcing this year's Citizen of the Year. Isn't technology wonderful?
Yeah.
So now we're going to hear from Barbara now.
Hello, my name is Barbara Swain, and I was Ballina Shire Citizen of the Year in 2021. I am the founder of the Mental Health Support Group, a charity that helps people recovering from mental illness by providing clothing, furniture and other necessities. We are completely volunteer run and the only organisation providing this service in the Northern Rivers. I was honoured to be named Citizen of the Year, but it was really recognition of a group effort. There's a whole community of people, including our wonderful volunteers, who make everything happen. So this award was shared with everyone who has ever helped the Mental Health Support Group. This award has helped raise the profile of the work that we are doing. It's raised awareness of mental health issues and has been of great benefit to the Mental Health Support Group. It's been fantastic to hear about the wonderful things this year's nominees have done and continue to do for our community. It gives me great pleasure and joy to announce the Citizen of the Year for 2022 as Marie Mathis. Congratulations, Marie.
By now you would have heard a little bit about Maria Mathis and her achievements. That's not just because she's nominated in today's Volunteer of the Year award category, but last year Maria won the Environmental Award following an outstanding 5 nominations. Prior to that, Maria was nominated for the 2019 Australia Day Awards in the Local Hero category. Maria is someone who has the courage to give up material pursuits to follow her passions, give to others and make positive changes to her community. Her tireless dedication to protecting Ballina's koala population and promoting awareness of their significance is truly inspirational. As a koala rescuer for the Ballina Shire, Maria shows outstanding courage. It's not an easy job, as you can imagine, to rescue a koala that's been hit by a car or attacked by a dog, to get them to care and to follow their journey, never knowing whether this will be a lucky koala with a happy rehabilitation story. We sincerely thank Maria for everything that she does for our local wildlife, as well as her much broader contribution to the community as an outstanding citizen of Ballina Shire. Well done, Maria.
Bravo.
Thank you, very much. I have to say that is really unexpected. I was a bit embarrassed to be nominated again this year, but I sort of, with consideration, I thought that it's a reflection of the value and importance that the community places on our koalas, and therefore the efforts I am putting into recovering them. I'd like to thank Ballina Council staff and councillors for their continuing support for and interest in our koalas. It has been a really tumultuous 4 years for them. I think the rains have been a really positive sign. Last year, last 12 months, we still continue to lose. We lost a couple to dogs and a few to cars and a few more to disease, and a lot suffering from the results of the drought and the fires, that they just didn't recover from those. But with the rains and all the nice new growth, we've got lots of nice joeys. We also got to release Mimi, our one-eyed koala, back in Wardell. So I'm sure people who drive around Wardell have seen all the Mimi signs. And we've also got to release a lot of little joeys. We've got Cola and Carlisle back in Baggetville, and Coda came back after his bad eye was treated. And we've released a number of joeys up in Rouse, Bloom and Howie, and Jeffrey Goethe. But we also have koalas appearing everywhere. So whenever you're driving, please look out. We've had reports at Tevan, we had one hit at Tevan actually. Tuckambill, from Lennox Head, Skinner's Head, Fernley, Tittenbar, and even West Ballina, which we'll have to discuss when it comes to the Barlows Road bypass. How are we going to look after those ones that live along there? But yeah, so I look forward to a challenging year with lots of opportunities, and working with the Council and the state and federal government to recovering Ballina's koalas. Thank you.
I love how Maria knows all of their names.
Yeah. And all their addresses.
Yeah, she can refer to all of them by name.
She can look at the naughty koalas and say, I know where you live.
Big congratulations to Maria, our Citizen of the Year. Well done. That now concludes our official proceedings. I'd like to thank you all for attending today, and also to all of our live stream viewers. We appreciate you coming along. I'd like to once again thank our local but national, international netball legend, Liz Ellis, for co-hosting Australia Day with me.
Thanks, Sandy. I know you've got things to say, but I know we're running a little bit early, so I can take 30 seconds to say how nice it is to have you back.
Oh, thank you.
It was a bit sad when we missed you last year, so it was good that you could watch it online, but it's terrific to have you back and fighting fit this year.
Thank you so much. It's been a pretty special privilege for me and an honour to share the stage with you again. So thank you so much for coming along and being part of our special Australia Day celebrations today. I also wanted to take the opportunity to thank all of the staff that have worked really hard behind the scenes. I know that's not in our run sheet, but they've done a tremendous job, and the production and sound and all of our live streaming. Give them a big round of applause. I can't forget the beautiful performance from Katie Rutledge, Dean Doyle and Narelle Harris. Thank you and best of luck for all of your upcoming performances. Give them a big round of applause. We'd also like to thank Auntie Julia Payden for her special welcome to country this morning, and thank you to Barbara Swain for passing the baton to this year's Citizen of the Year, Maria Mathis. Congratulations to all of our new citizens. Welcome, and to all of our award nominees. It's very special to be nominated by your community, so feel very proud and take this with you. Today will be very special and a memorable occasion for all of you. I also urge you all to seek out other COVID-safe events. You may like to visit the Lennox Lions Club. They're down near the bus shelter on the grass reserve area overlooking the beach. It's a nice spot to be today. This year we've had to make the difficult decision to cancel our Australia Day morning tea that would normally follow today's ceremony. Sorry about that, everyone. We certainly apologise for the change in plans. However, as we all know, it's really important that we consider the vulnerable members of our community who are in attendance and to do everything possible to limit the risk of further transmission of this virus. If everyone could make their way to the exit and avoid gathering in the auditorium or the foyer areas, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for having Liz and I as your co-host today, and we wish you a very happy Australia Day.